everyone, and welcome back to week 14. We are trying to get this content out to you. Thank you for your patience as we continue to record these videos. And I'm just looking forward to the growth for this year and the consistency, because sometimes it takes time to get that growth and consistency, right? And our goal is to help you build predictable habits with a system that works. I've created this system, I've done this system, and I'm showing you how to do it. Start with those free resources. That way it'll help you, and then you can scale and grow later. All right, so in week 9, I showed you how to build a predictable weekly GovCon workflow and how to stay consistent and focus when pursuing government contracts. But I wanted to dive a little bit deeper. All right, but the truth is, you can't just stay consistent without those systems. And that's so many times my clients show up in the session and they're not prepared, they're not ready, their documents are not organized. And that's why I recorded the video in Apex Accelerate on effective market research and how to set up the folders. I created a new Google Drive just from a free Gmail account using the calendars and all those things. So that's why I created that training, so that way I can help small business. But let's get started. All right, so let's go to the next slide. Okay, start free, build smart. All right. Start everything. I started everything free. And I'm going to record how I found that free website. For so many of your small businesses don't have a website, use Google Sites. I'm going to record a video on how to use that. I'm just slowly each week, I'm going to be diving into a topic that really helps small business to grow and scale using the free resources out there. And then when you're ready, upgrade to the Google Workspace. You've already learned how to use their system, but you have to be making revenue first. My thing is, you have to be making revenue first. So that's why I always say get started now, making with the revenue. Okay. So start free, build smart. Okay. Next. Okay, so like I said, we're going to start with the free Google tools. So you're going to use your free Google account, and that's I built all of that. I'm hitting the buttons. Okay, so I've used I went in Apex Accelerator and I created the whole video series. I showed them how to do everything. So just go back and watch that video. It's the effective market research. Okay, it wasn't very complicated. It showed you how to do your NAICS codes research, and I'm going to dive deeper into the NAICS and the PSC code research as well. But I wanted to make sure y'all had a good start first. Okay, next slide. Okay, so ready to grow and upgrade with purpose. So to move to the Google Workspace for shared drives, custom emails, and extra storage, but stay with the free first, and then when you're ready, then you can grow and then upgrade. And it's fairly it's fairly affordable. It's not even over $20, and that's for your domain name, because I wanted my own domain name. After I started generating revenue in the business, I wanted a domain name, so that's why I upgraded to the domain. And then you're going to unlock the team collaborations. So when you're using the drive in your personal, you don't have ownership all of the files and different things of that nature. So now you have to implement procedures and processes and SOPs, so that way you're always the owner of the documents that you're creating, because nothing is worse is then you done built all these products with a virtual assistant who leaves your organizations and takes all your files with you because you had them building everything. So that is one of the cons when you're using the free resources, and not because it's not for a team, it's for you to use. Okay. And then and then share those resources with your subcontractors and employees. So that way they can work in those folders and you've built all the products. So God forbid, if they leave, you just take them off of the shared documents and then you retain the access. Because I've learned some of these things the hard way when I first got started with a personal account. And when I upgraded, that was the best thing I ever did, upgrading to the Google Workspace, because now you have a shared drive. And even if that individual leaves, you're always the content owner. So your content libraries that you've built, all the documents you had that team member working, you retain that. And when you have the Google Workspace, you can give them an assigned email. So when they leave, it transfer all the documents to you. So these are some of the things I learned when I started off with the free services before I switched to the Google Workspace. So that's why I just wanted you to be aware of the pros and cons and doing your research. You have to research everything, but you have to do what's best for you, and you got to get started now. Stop using those excuses. You have to get started now. Okay, so the Google Workspace. Like I said, the I'm moving a little ahead of the slides. I'm sorry, y'all, but I wanted to make sure I stay on task and on target. So I create the slides, but sometimes because I know it, I've done it, I've breathed it. So, but I want you to have the slides so you can see it, because some people are visual people. They need to see. And so the way I can do it visual. I can hear, I'm audio. I mean, it's according to you, what's better for you. So like I said, the Google Workspace give you the custom domain. You see, and then you have a shared drive for other team members, better file access and control, the calendar, the Google Meet, and we use Google Meet for our team meetings, and that way everybody can have access to the meetings at the end of the meeting. So that's the good part about that. Okay. Okay. So now for the Google Sites. Now, for many of you that don't have a website, I recommend Google Sites because it's so easy. All you have to do is just set it up. They have pre-built templates. You can just share it with your team members, and then they can go in and do the updates and different things for you and everything. I just love it. And I used the WordPress, and I love WordPress. But when you're first getting started, the fees are so expensive. I know they have the GoDaddy and the HostGator, all those different ones. And I've tried several. I went to SiteGround and all of those, but they're more complicated to learn how to use. Google Sites, you could start using it immediately. And so therefore, I'm going to record a video on that as well, so I can walk you through the platform. There's plenty of YouTube videos out there, but just so you can have everything in the one place, I'm just doing a series of videos on that. And then you can create a Google site for your internal use and external use. So you'll have the external for your customers, your team, team and partners, and internal for your team. So you can post your newsletters. I mean, it's a wealth of information. I use the chat feature. So a lot of people use Slack, but I use Google Chat, and that's the same as Slack, and it's internal to us, and you create teams and those things in there. And I did all of that. So it's fairly easy. And so that way you can share everything, the hosting, your client resources, the sharing of onboarding instructions, proposal SOPs. It's just creating a central portal for your business operations. Basically, that's it in a nutshell. Okay, so the goal of these videos is to help you scale with confidence, right? Teaching you how to integrate your CRM, your customer relations management tool, your automations, project management, all of that. It's important that you start off with some kind of tool and master it, so you know how to use every single feature. And that way you can really, you have to use your automation, especially when you're in the beginning, especially if you're a party of one. You have to have those systems in place, so that way you could automate so much, and that way it frees you up because sometimes you're self-performing the work. So you have to have those automations. Okay. Then when you're ready, transition to the Google Workspace, the Airtable, Notion, whichever one is better for you. But I chose Google Workspace because I just love the collaboration. I learned how to use Google. So I just stuck with it because I started with a free account and then slowly upgraded once the revenue. I had it in my budget. That's why I'm teaching my small business clients how to do a budget. And I'll be recording a video on that as well. And it's called You Need a Budget. It's a software. And since I've started using that, I can tell you, because many single member LLCs don't understand the importance of a budget because, first of all, we're doing everything, a single member LLC, you're doing everything on your schedule. See, everything is going to come together. So you have to have your personal finances together as well as your business finances. And then so those are some of the things I'm putting together to continue with the series because I really wanted to be value added. And make sure y'all leaving me those comments in the descriptions below because that's going to help me continue to answer those questions. Now, consistency builds credibility in GovCon. That's just the way it is. And if you're not showing up, you're not at the events, you're not doing any of those things, what do you expect? No one's going to know you. No one's going to want to work with you because they don't know how consistent you are. Are you dependable? Are you going to be there? So those are some of the things I wanted to cover as well. Okay. Now, what your system needs to do, these GovCon systems need to keep all of your files organized by project or opportunity. So when you're building all those projects, you got to think about all those things. They got the Chat GPT out here now. So all you do is put in there, okay, I want to organize my files by project or opportunity. And then it's going to give you prompts and different things of that nature to help you with that. Then you want to be able to track your relationships and the follow-ups in the CRM. And I use Google Sheets. I built mine with the Google Sheets. And I think I'm going to record that in a week. I don't have my schedule in front of me right now, but I'm going to record how I use the Google Sheets. So this is basically just an introduction on how I set up all these systems, what I use to set up the systems. So when I was ready to scale and use different softwares, I would be ready. But I've found it to be very easy and user friendly for me and my team. So I don't feel like I even want to scale up until I'm in the millions, when you're generating millions every year, because you're going to have to do accrual accounting. Right now, I'm still doing cash account, so I'm doing what's best for this business. So you're going to have to make those business decisions, which is best for you. And then get a 5-day workflow that keeps you focused every week. I'm going to create a video on budgeting and how I do the workflow on staying focused on, but see, I'm doing coaching and training and education. Now you might be, and I also do acquisition. Remember, I'm an acquisition, so I have to do those continuous learning points. I still have to do those things. And so I schedule everything on my calendar. So I'll know, okay, I've done only 10 CLPs this week or whatever. And all of this, okay, your business development has to be scheduled on that calendar. So I'm really having to dive deep in and just really show you how to do it because a lot involved. And then help your team or your VA know where to find everything. It needs to be a centralized location. Everybody needs to know where everything is located. And then here's a quick folder basic, just getting started, structure I put together. And then you can add to it, take away. If you don't need it, don't use it. Just continue to keep pushing forward. That's it. This is all we're trying to do, is get you where you need to be. Have your proposal library, your pipeline, and your forecast. And I planned on recording a video for each folder, kind of like giving you a glimpse into what's in each folder and what is that we should be focusing on. You don't want to focus on everything, especially when you're first getting started. You just got to razor sharp focus in so you can scale quicker. and not, I mean, you're going to get some bumps and bruises, but you're trying to scale quicker. And then your training, your market research. Okay. And then also, I recommend to just go get this chapter. I'm going to put it in the description below. I did a collaboration with a bunch of phenomenal business owners about some things that it helped us with success habits. So go ahead and grab you can go get the free chapter and read it, or you can go on Amazon. It's on the Kindle is 99 cents. And then see if that helps you. And then you can also leave comments and reviews, because every time we put out a video, book, anything, I'm always trying to get better. I'm always out there trying to see what is it that the the community needs, And then, like I said, I'm going to put that in the the description below. And then, want to build your own system from scratch? Watch week 9, how to build a weekly government contracting workflow. And I'm going to put that in the description below as well. And then you don't have time to build those systems. Well, we're trying to put together the done for you version. And it's coming soon. I have been looking for a very good person to help me, because sometimes I get overwhelmed, and when you're doing the work yourself, you can't do it all. So you got to know when to hire the who is going to help me do this and scale and grow, especially when you're trying to help so many in the community. So that'll be coming to you soon as well. So please subscribe to my channel, like, share, and comment. I'm going to really, really try to put out good content, valuable, educating our small businesses on how to scale. Okay? And see you in the next video. Until then, keep building, keep learning, and keep growing. All right, y'all. Have a good day. Bye now.
How they say, get them dollars.
Yes.
Get that paper, all that. But you're doing it the right way.
Right.
Not everybody
Right.
Okay. And we trying to build the community.
What is your definition of success?
My definition is you're happy. Every morning you get up and you're like, oh, I can't wait to get in there on that computer, get my look, I'm ready and up. That was success for me.
Yeah.
Just being able to answer the phone, talk to my family, enjoy work, and get up just smiling and happy, you know. Let's talk about the importance of having a coach. A coach challenges you, keeps you accountable, and helps you unlock your full potential. And as a GovCon coach, this is exactly what we do for our small business. We provide guidance, strategies, and support needed to navigate the complex world of government contract. And together is how you reach new heights. And the best athletes out there know this: the Simone Biles, the Shakira Richardsons, the Serena Williams. So if you feel like you are ready to take it to the next height, join the group coaching program.